We begin tonight with a KGW investigation. Con artists scamming senior citizens daily.
If you have aging parents or grandparents, this is especially important because they may be targeted.
KGW investigative reporter Kylie Boshi has come up with simple ways to fight back. And Kyle, you have 3 tips to share with our parents and grandparents.
Just 3. You know, like a lot of people, I worry about my own parents. They're getting older and scammers know that. They're vulnerable. So I tell them over and over, don't wire money, don't buy gift cards, and don't answer the phone if you don't recognize the number.
I mean, each one of these is $2,000.
Rose and Bill Mitchell lost a lot of money, $45,000.
That was our nest egg, you know, and our inheritance for our kids.
And what's scary is your aging parents or grandparents could easily fall into the same trap.
The phone rang and I answered it, and this voice told me that he was so-and-so, and he was an agent for the drug administration.
The smooth-sounding voice claimed their grandson had been arrested and needed help.
Our grandson had been in a car accident with 3 other boys, and they weren't hurt, but when they went to assess the car inside, they found tons of drugs.
The story seemed a bit far-fetched, but the criminals were good. They even used her grandson's name.
So they put this kid on the phone, and he sounded just like Reese, you know, but he was crying, and I told him, calm down, everything will be okay.
Over the next 5 days, the scammers convinced the Portland couple to purchase dozens of gift cards from Home Depot and Walmart stores. Each card loaded with $500 to $1,000 in store credit, just like cash.
I would go get the gift cards and he would call me the next morning and I would give him the numbers.
Rose and Bill thought the money was going to a federal agent who promised to help their grandson.
I mean, he gave me his phone number, he gave me his name, you know, and his badge number.
By the time they realized it was all a hoax, the scammer was gone, and so was the money. The gift cards had been drained.
You just feel violated and you feel scared, like someone's going to hurt you. You know, because you don't feel like these people will stop at anything.
Sadly, seniors like Rose and Bill are being targeted every day. Scammers often use phone lists to identify vulnerable seniors, which means your aging parents or grandparents will undoubtedly get one of these calls.
I can't tell you how many cases I've seen where, oh, here's a list of 400,000 people over the age of 75, and that's the only people they called.
Even now, it blows my mind.
To protect them, there are 3 things you've got to tell them. First, don't buy gift cards. If someone asks them to pay with iTunes cards, a prepaid Visa, or some other gift card, it's a scam.
Legitimate companies do not ask to be paid in gift cards. The government does not ask to be paid in gift cards.
Next, don't wire money. Simple as that. Don't wire money to a stranger because there's no way to get it back. And finally, don't answer the phone. If you don't recognize the number, let it go to voicemail. These scammers, they're relentless. They'll keep calling.
We got 3 this morning. It's every single day.
They're preying on your parents and your grandparents.
Our generation, people didn't do things like that. And so you just believe them, you know, just automatically.
So you've got to look out for your parents and grandparents. So to make this easier, we've created a cutout with very basic tips. It's on our website, so you can print it out, put it by your parents' fridge or maybe on the counter right by the phone as a reminder. Back to you.
Well, that is so maddening. Kyle, thank you very much. Kyle and the investigative team often rely on you for story ideas. If you have something you want Kyle to check out, email investigators@kgw.com or you can call the number on your screen.